Well, good evening and welcome to My Psychic Connection. I am your host, Journey Ryan. It is Monday night. That means you guys are here with me, Journey Ryan. So nice to see everybody walking through the door here. Hi, everybody. Start saying hi to everybody that's coming through the door. Everybody. What's up, Daryl? Margarita? Christina? Hey, what's up? So I hope everybody had a good weekend. I did. I had a great weekend. I got to go do a little bit of shopping and get my hair cut and take care of some stuff, get some supplies to do some remodeling, get ready for the outdoor stuff. Had to buy a chainsaw to cut down some of these branches that are the size of trees, and so yeah, I'm getting ready for the spring cleanup. And guys, the first day of spring was 2 days ago. Also, the anniversary of My Psychic Connection. So My Psychic Connection has been around for 8 years. And prior to that, it was a different company called True Tarot Readers. The name True Tarot Readers didn't work out so well. So they ended up switching the name over to My Psychic Connection and has been My Psychic Connection for over 8 years. By this first year of My Psychic Connection, it was me and just a few other psychics that are no longer with us on there, but they had their own plans, and apparently they backfired. Uh, but that's when we met Gifts of Faith, and at the time I was teaching tarot and how to find your psychic abilities, and that's how I ended up meeting Trinity Black. And actually, Trinity and I met on another psychic website that we worked together on, and she wanted to know more about the psychic world, so I opened her up to realizing who she was, and now she's here with us and has been with us for almost 6 years. So I'm happy that Trinity's here. We have a great summer show planned for you guys. I can't wait for you guys to meet them. It's going to be a little bit different than how we do things today, but I think it's going to be fun, and I can't wait for you guys to get the chance to see what we're going to do when we do that. So get prepared. All right. Anne says her first day of spring is February 1st. Well, ours was 2 days ago. So March 20th was our spring. And so we are really excited about that. And, I celebrate spring. Always have. I always felt like that was the new year. I never felt that the middle of the cold winter of January was that anything to be called the first of the year. And so I never connected to it, but I definitely connected to being on there on the first day of spring. So spring really connects to me no matter what time or what day out of the year it is for you. Spring to me is always new beginning. So as a new year would come, that would be your spring. So that would be the day that I would celebrate New Year's, and I always do. So I had a great day that day. Went and had a great time with my husband. It was just absolutely wonderful, and was very happy about it. So, all right, guys, we got a great show ahead of you guys, and I know there's a bunch of you in here ready to get some questions answered. So we're going to be doing how we always do. Just go ahead and say hi. We put you on the list. And if you'd like to jump the list, let me go ahead and put that post up for you. And you can jump the list at any time. And then if you jump the list, your question will be read first. Also guarantees your reading. So just know that. So you get a definite read. And remember, guys, if you are new here, just say hi. When we call out your name, please have your question ready. So I'm going to call out a few names at a time. That way, within 30 seconds, if you answer, your question will get answered. But if you don't within that time frame, then we're going to jump on to the next names. And if you come back in and say, "Did I miss my question?" your name will get added to the list, but it'll be added to the bottom of the list, as you will be considered coming into the show as new. Okay? So that's why I say stick around, watch what we've got going on. Guys, April 10th, we will be allowed back on Facebook. Right now, we are in Facebook jail because some idiot decided that they were going to harass Faith. And because we wouldn't let her harass her here on My Psychic Connection, she reported us, and then Facebook looked at it and then didn't do anything about it. They told us it was okay and then never took us out of jail. So they won't respond to my emails as to why they won't take us out, but whatever. Wear it like a badge of honor. But I'm ready to get the show on the road. So I'm going to, when I call out your name, please have your question ready. Let's go ahead and see if anybody has jumped the list to make sure that we're not missing out on anybody doing that. Also, if you jump the list, do not jump the list with an e-check, because until that check clears, you're not jumping the list. We had somebody do that the other day, and we're going to start checking for that because we weren't expecting somebody to do that. So please, whatever you do, do not do that. All right, so we got some people here on the list. Let's get this show on the road, and let's move this over here for me. All right, let's take a look here. Our first person in line, I cannot pronounce your name. Gopane, I'm going to use your last name because that seems to be easier to pronounce. Gopane, are you still with us? I didn't see you say hi yet, so that's why I'm asking. And after them, it's going to be Ann Starr. So Ann, get your question ready, but do not post it. Do not post it until I call your name for the second time. I'm just getting you guys ready for the list. As we're going down the list to get your question ready. All right, skipping that name. If you come back in, you'll get your question answered. All right, Ann Starr, go ahead and put your question up, and then after Ann is going to be Tanya Braggs. So, Ann Starr and Tanya Braggs. Let me see them questions. And hi, everybody. I see more people coming in. I'm saying hi to. Let's make sure no one's jumping the list while we wait for the girls to put their questions up. All right, no jump there. All right. Hi, Tanya. Go ahead and give us your question in just a minute. Get your question ready. Ann Starr just put up her question. Hi, guys. The new people walking through the door, all you got to do is say hi. When we get to your name, then we'll ask you for your question. Just say hi so you can be put on the list. All right. Ann Starr, just wondering what day me and my guy will see this. It was supposed to be tomorrow, but that isn't happening now. X is still hanging around, and he lied to me about where he was. He was with her. Okay, Ann. So the energy that circles you and this guy, you really need to let this energy go with the X. And the reason he lied is because he didn't want to get into an argument with you. The thing about it is that this X has got nothing, like there's nothing going on there. And he's not always hanging out with her either. And you saying that he was hanging out with her, he was not. I do not see him around her. He's actually hanging out with a buddy of his. So I don't feel that he was hanging around her. I do get that she tries to make things seem like they are, and she shows up in places where he's at because she's a stalker. But like I said before, she will fade away and go back to the guy that she was using because she's also a user. I don't think you have anything to worry about when it comes to this, but you always keep your questions are consistent about where, when, why, where, when, why, where, when, why, where, when, why. It's every time. You're going to have to get comfortable with your energy when it comes to him. You really do. She posted a video with him in it. Yeah, I know. That's what happens when you show up where somebody's going to be at. That was the mistake he made, is telling her where he was going to be at. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you can't trust this relationship with this guy, then you don't need to be with him. Because 5 nights a week, you're coming to us with the where, when, why, where, when, why. When will I see him? 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 It's just showing me here a very negative influence this guy's got on your energy. So you either need to have a conversation with him or let him go. What day will he see each other? Listen, I'm trying to give you some very important information. Every day, you got to find a way to trust this man. Seeing him will be this weekend. But what I'm telling you is you need to find a way to trust this man, or he's going to drive you crazy. And I know that's not where you want to go with this. I'm unsure of what she wants with him. Just to bother him right now. He is just a distraction to her. She's looking for a distraction, and she's getting one out of him. She don't want nothing from him. She's going to end up going back to the man that she was using prior. Right now, he's tired of her. But this is what she does to people. Don't let this woman do this to you. Don't let her drive you crazy. And don't let her drive a wedge between you and your man. Because if you guys are fighting about her, your relationship ain't going to go anywhere. I mean, if you're constantly fighting with her, or fighting with him, or arguing with him, or discussing her with him, it's just going to drive a nail between the two of you. You don't want that wedge put between the two of you. Says, I'm trying to trust to, and don't mention it to him. He doesn't know I've seen videos. It's okay. But the thing about this is, honey, is that you're out searching for it. You're on a constant search to find out his every move. You've got to stop doing that and allow him to. Says, I'm not arguing at all. Well, that's not what I'm seeing. I know you're saying you're not arguing at all, but there's pressure there. There's pressure there. It is driving me crazy. I know it is. And that's what I'm saying. You got to allow yourself to trust the situation. That's the most important information that was being shown to me. I know that you guys will see each other on the weekend, and that'll be good and all. But Spirit really wanted you to know, see if you can't find your inner peace, because this is tearing you apart. So let you know that Spirit's telling me to tell you, relax. You do have this man. This woman is just a bad influence, and she's trying to make things seem like there's something they're not. And then within a few weeks, she'll be gone back to the man that she was using prior. Who cares if he lied about being engaged? He did it because he didn't want to hurt your feelings. That's all that was. Let that go. Let it go. You know about it now, so it doesn't matter. Let it go. He's not engaged to her now. He's with you. She's doing it as a distraction. Let it go, and you got to find your inner peace. You must find that inner peace. You know we care about you, honey, and we don't want to see you get hurt. That's why Spirit said you've got to find your inner trust in this relationship, or it's going to drive you crazy. Thank you, Ann. Thank you so much for your questions tonight. No, we're here for you, Ann. Just hang in there. He's going to come around. All right. Tanya is our next person on the list. And after Tanya is Tina M. And then Rave. Get y'all's questions ready. We'll be getting to you guys here in just a second. All right. Says, hello, my question is if I'm wasting my time with my kid's father, we have a history and just can't trust him anymore, and am I wasting my time? Ooh. Ugh. He's got a very toxic energy, Tanya. It's got a very toxic energy. I know that you're trying to do things because you feel like you need to, and there are feelings of caring there. There's feelings of love there. But when it comes down to actually love and being happy, like true love, I don't see it. I feel like you're doing this for the reasons of the children. I don't feel that you're happy. I don't feel like this will come together. Now, I'm not going to say you don't have your happy moments, because you do. It's not all bad all the time. It's just there are more bad than there is good. And to say that you're wasting your time, I wouldn't say you're necessarily wasting your time, but you are, I feel like you're, oh, how do I put this? You're pushing back what needs to happen, which is the separation. So I do see separation with you and him. I do not feel that this is not your forever partner. And from what I can tell, you getting out and being on your own is what needs to happen now. That needs to be the next step. And now you need to figure out how you're going to do that and, stay away from him. She goes, he seems like he's back to his ways again. It's what I got. I got back, he's going to keep going back and forth with that. So just make the plans to walk away. Will he make it easy for me to leave? Not really. I don't feel like he's going to make it easy for you to leave, but I don't feel like he's going to stop you from leaving. I mean, he'll try, but I don't feel like he's successful. And once you get out of this situation, it takes 6 months before you find real happiness. I see a new relationship that walks through that door, and you find happiness, and you find it without looking for it. It's not something you go out looking for. It just kind of happens. And, some of these things are destined when you do things like that. But what I can tell you right now is that this is definitely a way. I wouldn't say it's a waste of time. It's you buying time to find something to make it, to make yourself available to leave. You're seeing what you need to see so you don't second guess yourself when it's time. It says, I'm praying he will continue to be a father. I'm scared I'm not strong enough. Oh, honey, you're strong enough. When you're put under the pressure, you can handle it. Him being a father, not so much. He's not really a father now. I mean, yeah, he's around, but it's not the best. And I can tell you right now that I do feel like he will try to continue to be around the kids. I don't feel that the kids will be punished for it. So as for him to be a father, I do believe he will keep that role. I don't feel like he'll walk away from it. So just hang in there. But as for you being strong enough in order to get out of the situation, I definitely feel like that's something you need to do. I feel like you need to separate. Because I see another relationship 6 months later. Once you separate, you'll have that new relationship. Like I said, it's not something that you asked for, but the longer you wait to make this happen, the longer it is before new love can walk into your life. And if you make it too long, that the current love that I see coming for you will not be the one that's coming your way. So just hang in there. So he said, thank you so much. You are welcome. I know I want to say that everything's going to be sunshines and rainbows, but all honesty, honey, this is not the relationship for you. The real one's out there, and it's not far. 6 months is not a far way. That's not a long time. But if you're still under this roof with this guy or still dealing with this guy, you're going to miss out on that opportunity. And I'm not sure when another love person would come through. So it has a lot to do with how you're going to handle your situation. So get ready. It's time for change. All right, Tanya, thank you so much. All right, I need Tina M and Rave. I got you guys up next. Tina M and Rave. Throw me your questions. All right, guys. Now, there's a new app that I know that they're actually sponsoring tonight's show from a new TV network, which we are actually going to be on their paranormal network. You'll be able to see this show here with Journey Ryan, Faith, and Trinity, and Aquarius Roberts on their paranormal network, which is a free channel. There will be an app to download, so it'll be really cool. And I can't wait for you guys to get the opportunity to watch some of our shows and watch other TV shows that you guys enjoy. So they're in the works of working on some other stuff. So I know that that's all coming up, but I wanted to let you guys know because I thought it was pretty exciting. All right, here's Tina's question. Tina says, I'm trying to have faith in this thing with A, struggling with this. He claimed yesterday that he will see me soon. He also acted like he wanted to see me last night and then went to sleep on me. Well, I don't believe that he went to sleep on you on purpose. I do get exhaustion was definitely a big part of that. So the energy is definitely, I get that the energy is definitely good here. I know that you're waiting, and I don't want you to wait too much longer, but he is going to come through. I see this as a good thing. It's just about having patience like right now. So the thing is that things are going to be good for you if you allow them to, but don't let your insecurities get in the way. Because I'm seeing a lot of your insecurities jump through because there's a lot of worry about if he's doing something, is this real? That's being able to see each other's a little bit off. But I really feel like you have to have your patience, and you've got to get that balance with yourself. You can't expect him to, drop everything at this moment, because it's not going to happen. Says, I'm trying. Says, they really are bugging me. They really are bugging me. That is all in my head. Yeah, stop letting yourself get the best of you, because you're not. When something doesn't happen, your mind automatically jumps to 920 different conclusions. And before you can go to sleep at night, you have to go through each chapter. So stop allowing yourself to think about all these other things, and allow yourself to be more open and trust him more, because he's not giving you a reason to not trust him. And I don't see a reason for you not to trust him. It just takes time to build this relationship, and I don't feel like it's a bad one. I actually feel like this is a really good relationship, and it will get better. There'll be more time spent together. But if you start worrying and start questioning him all the time, it's going to change the way things are. So just hang in there. She says, yes, my own worries. Yeah, you are your own worst enemy here. Most definitely. So don't allow that to be, don't allow that to control you. Don't allow that to be the thing that, kicks your own ass. Because that's what is controlling you at the moment. It's not what he's doing. It's what you're doing. And you're worrying. And when you worry, you jump to a million different things. So allow yourself to relax. Because if you can't trust him now, you're never going to trust him. And the energy's never going to be good. Real relationships have trust. She says yes. But, we all do it to ourselves. And then sometimes we got to remind ourselves, hey, I'm just freaking out. I need to chill out. And that's what you need to tell yourself right now. Because this isn't about what's going on in your head, and you can't get mad at him for what's going on in your head. That's not who you are. This is not the way you normally work. So why is it working like that with him? Relax. He's not the people from the past. He's a completely different person. And you've got to find some way to trust him. Because I feel like you think he's out being with other people. I don't see that. I don't see that at all. Okay, Tina? Appreciate it. I hope that makes sense for you. Just relax. He's good. He's not doing anything he's not supposed to. I know I wish he could, communicate and see each other a little bit more, but that will come. That will come. Don't you worry. That will come. All right. Thanks, Tina. She says, okay, thank you. Always a great reading. No problem. No problem. All right. We got some people that are jumping the list. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on there. Sorry, guys, this is taking a second. For some reason, this is moving at the speed of a snail. All right, we got two people here. We got Megan T. Megan T and Terry. All right, so Megan, you're going to be next on our list, so get your question ready. We're going to take a short commercial break. After the break, we'll be back with Megan T's question and then Terry. And we are back. And we are back with Megan. So, Megan's question. Hey, Journey, I'm wondering if you see anything new with my ex. I'm curious what she's thinking and how she's feeling. Do you still see a reconnection? I've been focused on myself, but still hoping on it. So, you're seeing a little bit of mood swings if you look at her social media, you'll see a few mood swings. It's actually a good sign for you, but a bad sign for her friend. Now, I do get that she's still trying to post some positive stuff, but I also see that lack there in communication on Facebook. Now, I do feel like she still thinks of you. She's still thinking of you. She's not got over you. She's not going to get over you just for the fact that she plans in the back of her mind. She's been planning on, reconnecting with you. Of course, she's not telling the friend that because the friend's the one that's told her to walk away from you in the first place. Rather than, communicating everything with you and making things right, she, followed the friend's advice and turns out this was a nasty, nasty way to control her. Well, that's what she was doing, controlling her. So, as of right now, Megan, yeah, I do believe that, there's good things. And now that I'm seeing her planning to get with you versus just, before it was something that, it was just spirit saying it, but now there's an actual thought pattern behind it. There's an energy behind it that's, now appearing in the reading, which is making it a stronger energy. This is definitely where we see this type of stuff come together. So you should be, focused on yourself, doing your own thing, but know that she's still coming. I know that you're still hopeful for it. Well, you don't have to put hope in this equation because it will happen. So it won't be just a hope. It'll be something that's real. The other thing is that energy is definitely, there's definite negativity between her and the friend. Right now, it seems like they're kind of being a little snarky with one another, getting on each other's nerves. That's a good sign, which leads her back to, because don't take this the wrong way, your ex always needs somebody there in her life to give her some type of energy. She can't not have someone's energy. She always has to have somebody. And right now, the best friend is getting all that attention and all that energy, which is energy that you used to get, but now it's put on the best friend. And the best friend also was trying to me, I keep seeing like the best friend was trying to change her into somebody that she's not. And that really disrupted your guys' energy. It's also part of the reason why there's a little bit of conflict between the two of you. Now, I don't want you to think that there's always going to be conflict or, being reminded of the past. Remember, when she gets back into your life, this is not a time to, if you guys get into an argument or a disagreement, is to bring this up or do anything like that. Spirit's warning me to tell you not to do that because you can end up pushing her away 100%. And that's not something, I know that's something you don't want to do. So be careful with that. If she tries to, push your buttons, ignore it. Don't give her that opportunity to, just take advantage of knowing how to push your buttons. Because I do feel like she knows how to do that. And that can get under your skin, Megan. And I don't think that's, where you're at and what you're looking for. So just hang in there because it is definitely going to change. Know that she's thinking about you. Know that she is, doing everything that she is doing right now because these are steps in the right direction. So don't worry. It gets better. It definitely gets better. All right, Megan, thank you so much for your question tonight. I do appreciate it. And, just hang in there. Like I said, all this energy is going to change. Okay? It's not going to stay this way. All right. She said, it's just been hard because we've been out of contact and it leaves me a bit down. Focus on yourself. Don't focus on her energy. Focus on yourself. Thank you, Journey. You're welcome, sweetheart. Focus on yourself. Right now is the time for you to focus on you. It's not being selfish. It's just trying to get yourself through until she reappears, which I don't feel like we're far away from. Expect more negativity to show up on her Facebook. That's the signs. So, or social media, whatever she's using. All right, I need Terry to come on down. Terry jumped the list. Let's go ahead and take Terry's question. All right. While we wait for Terry to put her question up, let's go ahead and check the list and see if anybody else jumped. All right. Nobody else jumped the list as of the moment. Miss Wolf, I need you to throw me your question. All right. Oh, while we wait on her, the next person in line. She wants to know, will Kay and her be together? Looking at the situation, it does look like you guys will be together, but it's only a temporary thing. I don't believe that this was something that's going to be long lasting. Looking at the energy now, and is this someone you've been with before? Because there seems to be some type of history or energy, maybe somebody you guys knew that brought you guys together, something to that nature. But what I see here is something this lasts maybe a few months. But if you've had any type of past, that past is the past. And what I see for the future is something that, is not, she says, yes. The future between the two of you is not a good one. And I don't feel that, it's just, there's no future. There's no future. I mean, have a fun, good time for now, but he's not the one. A person I see that you're going to be with starts with a B. Their name starts with a B. I don't know, Bill. That name keeps ringing through, so I'm going to assume it's Bill. Whoever Bill is. Also somebody you knew or know. No one knew coming in unless you decide to get yourself out there. But I don't see you going and doing anything that is going to bring you to meeting someone new. Not even like online dating or anything like that. There's nothing there. I keep seeing you running into people of the past. So if you want to break your cycle, go on online dating or get yourself out, be around new people, but hanging around in the same circles, you're not going to find yourself in any type of new relationship that's not got something from the past in it. So it's time to, I'm just enjoy Kay while they're around. I can say that. But it's not long term. And the name Bill that comes up, that's not long term either. That's why I'm saying you have to go outside the circle of friends or group of people that you know, because it just feels like a bunch of recycles, and you don't need any of that. You need someone new. You need a fresh start. You can't get a fresh start by staying in the same circle. You need to do something different. You need to change something that you're doing. Also being told here, it's a time to focus on your money. So, this is how long till she gets to a job, or is a man or a woman that she's getting a job with. For her to get a job, I definitely feel like it's going to take a little bit longer. I'm looking at like another 3 weeks before she actually receives a job. So we're going into April by the time she finally gets a job. I'm not saying she won't be interviewing, but an actual secured job won't happen until April. But that doesn't mean don't stop looking until April, because you'll just push that time frame back. But actually scoring the job and starting to work, that happens in April. But I was just saying it before you said about the job situation. It was Spirit was talking about it's a time to focus on money, getting things squared away, meeting new people. These were all things that they were pointing out. So that's how that works. So, all right. Well, thank you for your question tonight. I do appreciate it. It's most appreciated. So, okay. Thank you so much. You're welcome. All right. Let's check and see if anybody jumped the list, and then we're supposed to have Rave next. Rave, you were next on our list. And then Christina A will be after that. All right. See if anybody else jumped the list. Nope, we're still here. All right. All right, Rave, come on down. Let me have your question, and we're going to go to the next one. All right, Christina A. Christina A. Up. All right, Rave, questions here. Says, hi, Journey. Do you still see Nikki reaching out to me? Yes. She's going to communicate with you, but the thing is that the energy, I got to tell you right now, with her is still under, like, trying to figure things out, trying to get to opening up and doing that part. So the best thing I can tell you right now, and what I'm being shown, is that you need to start focusing on you and balancing your energy right now, and don't allow these types of energies to bother you, or these types of energies to, get to you. I don't feel like she's out partying or doing anything like that with other people, like meeting other people. I just feel as though she's trying to find balance. So I know I messed up before because I was misled by a psychic from somewhere else. Does she miss me? I do get that she misses you, but yeah, I don't know what this other psychic was telling you to do, but do not reach out. Let her come to you. That's where you're going to see, that's where the most important energy is at, is for her to make that step. And I definitely get that she's going to, but you've got to let her be the one that makes that choice. You've got to be the one that lets her see, and it lets you see that she's putting forth the effort. Does she miss you? Yes. Does she feel pushed? Yes. I feel like she feels pushed energy, like you're pushing your energy on her. That's why I see you got to pull back and kind of hone it in and not let it get the best of you. They told me to make an effort or she would slip away. No. Making an effort is going to push her away. It's going to push her away. They apparently got that one backwards. But it's okay. I don't feel like it's done too much damage, but I definitely feel like you're going to, be able to, you're going to be able to see her. The energy's going to change. Things are going to be good. That's what I got. So the energy that I see circling it, the way that I see things coming about, yeah, Nikki will come back into the picture. Yes. We're probably looking at it around April, going, mid-April, before you guys are really connecting and communicating on a regular basis. So that's something I would think about at the current moment. Give yourself that time to calm your energy down, relax, because not only are you feeling her energy, but she's feeling yours. And it's something you guys, if one of you can be balanced, the other one will balance out. Says, I'm not worried about the time anymore. I'm just hoping she comes back. Good. Don't worry about the time, because what you get as the result is the end all game. So that's where the happiness comes in. It's good to see that you're not worried about that time. That actually makes me really happy. That's a good sign of balance for you on your part. But just know that she's coming back, but you got to be patient. That's it. Don't reach out. Don't say anything. Let her make her way back. She will. Because when she sees that you're not trying, good things. Says, thank you. Yes, I listened to what you said yesterday. Awesome. I appreciate that. All right, guys. It's good stuff here. Good stuff. I'm so happy that, some things we finally take in. It was Christina was another one that took in something that I said. So it was pretty good. All right. So Christina A., you are next on my list. Says, hello, I'm just interested in finding out what the energy surrounding Ivan and me is and what goes through his mind when I make love posts on Facebook. He's not sure what you're talking about or what you're doing. So the love stuff, the love posts on Facebook are actually confusing him. He doesn't know what to make of them or what to think of them. So he's unsure what that means. So he's kind of dismissing it. So, if you stop doing it, then, it makes no difference other than the fact that he's confused. He's not sure if you're in a relationship with somebody else or if you're trying to, send a hinted message, or it's very unclear. I'm assuming that these love posts are not clear to him. So he's not recognizing the energy. So I'm not sure what the love posts are, but they're more of a push away because they aren't making any sense to him. So if they're a direct message, like there's an underlying message to him directly, he's not getting the information. So I would try a different approach, or maybe something that he's connected to. If he's into punk rock, do something with a punk rock like lyric or something that he would know. If he's into southern rock, same thing. If he's into country, do that. If he's into rap, whatever he's into, something that he would connect to. Says, oh, okay, should I stop putting them? As long as they're more clear, like he's not getting it. I don't think he's realizing the message behind it. So connect it more with him and find something's a little bit more, he would see it as his personality. Because I don't think he was seeing himself in those posts. And I know the posts were directed for him. But he's not seeing that. So he's confused. Is she with somebody? What's going on here? So, but he would know that had he, came to the party a little bit sooner. He says, well, they were directed at him, but yeah, he's not getting it then. Yeah, no, he's not getting those. So they got to be a little bit more direct with that is what I saw. So that's the energy that I see circling that. So don't let that get the best of you. Hang on, guys. I got to lock this damn chair. It just threw me backwards. All right. So, he's definitely not getting it. He seems extremely clueless. Looking at the energy, he's just like, what the hell does this mean? That's not doing you any good, to be honest. But it's okay because the other things that you're doing are making more sense to him. So that's okay. But the love post, try to make them more direct. See if you can't find a way to make them more direct, something he connects to. If he can connect to it, then that's where the energy goes. That's the good stuff. That's where the good stuff lies. If he feels the connection. It says, I've been feeling just calmer and he's been in my dreams lately. What does that mean? That means you're feeling calmer. It's finally, allow yourself to calm your mind now. Him being in your dreams is because you're not allowing it, your waking light, to drive yourself crazy, but technically you are because it's in the back of your mind and he's showing up in your dreams. That's because you're constantly thinking about him. Even though you feel calmer, the energy's still there, honey. It's no calmer to the psychic world than it was when you were thinking about him all the time, because you're still thinking about him all the time. That has not changed. That has to change. So, got to try to focus your mind on other things. If you can try to focus your mind on other things, you'll be just fine. But if you don't, he is going to keep showing up in your dreams, but the dreams won't have the meanings in which they would typically, only because it's something that you were falling asleep with because he was on your mind constantly. Well, thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate it. All right. Let's go ahead and take the next person in line. The next person in line was Daryl Brooks. Daryl Brooks and Eeyore. Get your guys' questions ready. Says, yes, that makes sense. Just balance your mind. It's not just about saying it out loud or doing things out loud. It's that mind is constantly going, and it's just, he's feeling it like an energizer. So be careful. Try to find yourself. Do a puzzle, play some games, do some extra work, clean your house, do whatever you got to do to try to keep your mind off it. All right. So let's go to Daryl's question. Daryl was wondering what do you see Was wondering, what currently do you see for me, Journey? A time for you to focus on finances, doing something that's different, changing things up, making a difference. It's a time for you to make decisions. What you want to do next. Do you want to go to school? Do you want to start your own business? Do you want to do some? This is a time for decisions for you, Daryl. This is a time for you to make decisions. This is a time for you to embrace things. Start running with your ideas rather than thinking about them and not moving with them. That's what I'm seeing here. You got a lot of ideas, and you always have a lot of ideas. And then you think about them, but then you don't do anything with them. This is a time for you to do that. This is a time for you to make those changes. It's time for you to do something different for yourself. And, that's what I'm seeing. So Spirit is telling me here that come up with some good ideas for yourself and run with them. See where they take you. You need to do something that's adventurous, something that feels like you're taking a risk. It feels like some risk taking needs to happen in your life. Like you need some excitement. Like you need excitement, but it's not going to be, it won't be failure. I do feel like whatever it is that you're going to do will be successful. So just hang in there. Do these things that are going to make things good for you. You're going to work on that money situation. I see money coming your way. And then I'm seeing school. You're learning something. So it's showing learning. And then I'm seeing here that, working on these outside businesses or something to that nature, something that pushes you. Seems a little risky, but yet it's definitely worth the risk. Take it. It's time. Even if it's like, what do you call that? Trading stocks or something to that nature. Just something that's different. Something that's a little edgy, but yet you'll be very good at it, very successful, and I see the money to follow. It says, okay, thanks, Journey. No problem. All right, so our next question coming from Eeyore. Eeyore says, I'm feeling very lost and mixed lately. Just wondering if you have any guidance for me. I feel fine at times, and then I feel down, then feel short fuse, and just needing help. Thanks. Well, honestly, I'm seeing here there's definitely, this is depression that's set in. I feel a lot of pressure around you. I'm not feeling that you're letting a lot of things go. So Spirit right off the bat says you need to let a lot of things go. I know there's a lot of things that you'd like to get your point out on, but you're not going to be able to get your point out on it. It's going to fall on deaf ears, and it's not going to be worth your time. So let go of the things that no longer serve a purpose. Also, stop helping everybody. You don't have enough strength to keep yourself together. Stop helping everybody else. You need to start focusing on you. You need to start looking at things that would make you happy, things that would make you feel clarity, something that, makes you feel good about yourself. I feel like you've lost yourself, and that's why you're feeling lost, and that's why you're feeling with mixed energies here lately, because it sounds like you're trying to talk, but every time you go to talk to somebody, they end up talking about themselves, and the whole point of you talking to them gets lost. So you get annoyed, and again, you bring in more negativity. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like every time you try to you get the courage in order to talk to somebody, you get the courage to, want to open that door, you get the courage to make it happen, and then the person that you're talking to listens to about 2 sentences of what you say, and then they start talking about their situation and how everything that's going on with them, and you're not getting anywhere. Is this shadow work or working on my past issues? No, this is neither one. This is letting go of things that don't need to be in your life anymore. It could be past issues. It could be shadow work. It could be I don't know what shadow work is. I've never heard of that. new to me. That sounds like something made up. I don't know what shadow work is. So, I don't know. It might be one of these new slangs that are, it means something, but I don't know what it is. Because I've never heard of it. This is about letting go of the things that no longer serve a purpose. This is about things that you hold on to that you can't change. Let it go. You have to find a way you need to find an outlet. You need to find a way to let it go. Write it down on paper, light it on fire, scream it into your pillow, sing it as a song in the shower. It may not make sense to anybody else, but it's you letting go. You have to allow yourself to have that outlet. This is why you're feeling broke down. You also need to change the cycle of friends in which you've been hanging with, because you don't feel like anybody's bringing you up. It's time to meet new people. It's time to bring at least one new person into your life so things change up a little bit. I feel like you're running into the same circle over and over and over again. And that's what really needs to change here. I don't want you to... Okay, so Spirit just told me not to get so much... Don't go in too many directions. We've kind of felt this before. Going to psychic, to psychic, to psychic, to psychic, to psychic, to psychic. You're going to get 9,425 different ways of people not really reading, people not doing what they say they're doing, saying fake words and calling it something. I don't call anything fake. I don't call fake out stuff. I don't do that. I'm going to give it to you like it is. I'm going to tell you in a terminology that you know. I'm not here to play smoke and mirrors and look at how much I know from this book right here told me everything. Well, that's wonderful. That book doesn't tell me nothing. That was somebody's interpretation. Psychics see what they see. That's all it is to it. But you really need to make some friends. She says, I don't really have friends. Well, you have friends here on this show. I talk to you every time you're on. But try to make some new friends. Try to do something different. Try to pull someone in. You need something different. And that right there, not feeling like you don't have friends, that really tells me that you really need to get out. You really need to do something. You need to find something that makes you feel better. So the thing is that you just try to change your circle. Try to make things different. Make things better for you. Just laugh out loud. All long distance friends. So isolated is an issue. Thanks. But you need to make friends around you physically. They can't just all be long distance. That's what I'm saying. You got to do something different. All right, honey, thank you so much for your question. Remember, it's time to open up the door and let some new people into your life. Okay, someone looked up shadow work. That's exactly what I thought it was. Just so you guys can see it, it's regression, meditation, focus on painful experiences. That's called looking back, looking at things within. They can call it shadow work. They can give it whatever new title they want to give it. It is what it is. But but thank you for looking that up. That was awesome of you. Thanks. To me, that's just people renaming things. That's just like the dark moon. I'm like, you mean new moon? And they said, yes, it is. Because people are just renaming everything. I don't understand. The dark moon is not the dark moon. It's the new moon. It's what it's always been called. Or every time we have a harvest moon, it's now called a strawberry moon. I'm like, it's not a strawberry moon. Stop renaming things that already have a name just because you want to sound fancy. Drives me insane. I'm like, it already has a name. Leave it alone. Just because it doesn't sound spooky enough. All right. Hey, Randomly Beautiful, I just seen your question that came through here. I don't do that. So you might want to ask your question. Faith can do that for you, but that's not something that I do. Faith is better at that than I am. All right. Let's keep on going, guys. Let's keep on going. All right, let's see if anybody jumped the list. Let's go from there. Oh. No, no, no. Come on, damn it. Wait on the computer, guys. Sorry about that. All right. No jump the list. All right. Asking about the list or how long it is or whatever isn't going to make it go any faster. All right. So Megan Tops, we're going to get Megan, Jasmine, and Jenny. Get your guys' questions ready. We'll be right back after these messages. Guys, and we are back. All right, thanks. Thanks, Victor. Thanks for letting everybody know. Your name is automatically added to the list as soon as you say hi, and then we just go straight down the list. Okay. So we're checking C, and then I had, excuse me, Jasmine and Jenny. And Jenny, it looks like you asked your question. No, you didn't. You were responding to somebody else. All right. Well, Jasmine went ahead and has asked her question, so let's go ahead and get that one. And then Jenny, you're next. What is A's thoughts about me currently? I dreamt him yesterday. What does that mean? I don't dream of him frequently. His thoughts about you, I don't really feel have changed at the current moment. So everything's still as it was. I'm going to say something to you about A, you're probably not going to like, but A is not going to come forward yet. Also, don't see A as I don't see A as the long time romance either. I do feel like that he does eventually come forward, but he's not your go-to end-all game. So from what I can tell, he may be a current situation, but he's not the long-term situation. And I do feel like somebody else would come right after that, which would actually be the long-term game, which would be the person that you want to be with and not even realizing that it's even developing at that point. I mean, it's just like cheerful happiness, and there's no, wanting to know what they want because they're expressing it. And so there's no hiding behind anything or feeling a certain way, Jasmine. You deserve love, and I do believe that you get your opportunity with A. I do believe you get that opportunity, but it's not right now. I would say we're getting to April when A comes forward. But like I said, it's only a temporary thing. It's not something that is going to continue to keep up. I feel as though you start to like somebody else, and that's what I saw. And A's still not giving you the exact attention that you're currently seeking. And that's okay, because the new person walking through the door is way better for you. Now, I feel like you have to go through this experience. So I'm not saying don't give A his chance, because I do feel like you need to give it the opportunity, because in the back of your mind, if you don't, you'll always have that, like you'll always be like, well, what if this way, this will eliminate the what if, or what if I did this, would it be different? You won't have that. You'll have your opportunity to go through this. And Jasmine says, will we clear our misunderstanding? Yeah, the misunderstanding will definitely get cleared. So right now, currently, he's still in the same thought pattern. But that will change. She said yes. So there is someone else coming your way that's just sweep you off your feet. Maybe not somebody for everybody else, but for you, and the way that you like, the way you like romance, the way you like humor, but you like seriousness too. But you also love the romantic side of things. You will get that. And that's coming from the new person. A is not going to be able to provide that for you. It says, will we become friends? Yes, their friendship will be built out of that. So, but I don't really feel like it's going to become more than friends, and even just seeing each other. So I don't really feel like you guys ever get to their actual status of boyfriend and girlfriend. I see is like you could see each other for a little bit, and then it turns more into a friendship than anything else, because you don't like the inconsistency that happens when it comes with A. A seems to be very stuck on himself and all about himself, and he's got to be the center of attention. If you, at any point in time, cause any attention for yourself, then it's not about A, and A can become jealous or start acting like a jerk. So that's what I'm seeing here. When the person of my life will come. Currently, I don't have a time frame on that. It just depends on how long you and A play this game, and then this, to me, it looks, I would say summertime, so I don't feel like it's far, because you and A will spend a little bit of time together, a couple months, but like I said, it's never anything more than just seeing each other, and then all of a sudden a real relationship walks into your life. I would say let's go July, August time frame, right around there, between July and August, but to be honest with you, that's fine. You need to get this out of your way so it doesn't ever get into your head, well, what if? You'll be able to clear that out. Thanks, Jasmine. Appreciate it. Thank you for your question tonight. All right, guys. Let's keep on going here. All right. Let's go ahead and take the next question from Jenny. Come on, Jenny. And then after Jenny, it's going to be Yumi no Hey. Yumi no Hannah. All right. What does Spirit want me to know at this time? Let's take a look and see what's going on, honey. This is a time for you to focus on yourself. That's what I'm seeing here. Energy showing me here. It's a time to focus on yourself and get the little things that you want done for you done. Stop putting everything that you want on hold or I'll do it later. I keep seeing procrastination when it comes to you. Like you're not giving yourself everything that you possibly could for you, and that you're sitting there, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll do that later. Oh, you see something that you like for yourself. I'll get it later. I'll do this later. Stop doing everything later. Later's never going to come. The way that you're doing things right now, later's never going to come if you put everything that you like on the back burner. There's too many pots and pans on that back burner, honey. You're going to have to start pulling something forward because you're running out of dishes. Eventually, everything's going to be full. And she says, laugh out loud. So true. I procrastinate a lot. Absolutely. For myself. Right. But, now it's time to focus on yourself. You have the time to do it. That's what I'm being told by Spirit. So stop neglecting yourself. Do something that you like. Buy yourself that cute shirt that you saw. Buy yourself a pair of shoes. Go on a nature hike. Go to yoga. Go tanning. Go do something. Have coffee that you wouldn't normally like. Oh, I buy this cheap stuff, but I actually like Starbucks. Go get the Starbucks. Stop doing everything. Oh, I'll do it later. Oh, that's too expensive. You have to treat yourself every now and then. Even if you're buying yourself a cupcake, you got to treat yourself. And that's what Spirit's telling me. It's time for you to pamper you a little bit. You do a lot of pampering for other people. So pamper yourself now. This is a good time. It also says that you need to, because the energy that you've gotten around you here recently is been, it's always about everybody else. It's not about you. She says, oh my God, those are my exact thoughts. I always stop myself. Well, stop. I'm not saying go out and buy the entire city and then come back and go, I'm in so much debt. What I'm saying is occasionally go out and get yourself that brings you somewhat enjoyment. Even if, let's say, you like to paint, go buy you some paintbrushes. Go buy you some paints. Start doing something. Even if you don't use them for another 3 weeks, it made you feel good currently. You felt good about it, and everything is good. So you need to get those feelings going. It's saying something about wanting some type of loving energy. The loving energy that you're missing right now is the love from yourself. You're thinking that you're wanting this love from somewhere else. It's actually right next to you. It's actually inside you. The love that you need to be giving is the love for yourself. This is really focused on you right now because it's something you don't do. So allow yourself to open that door. Allow yourself to open up your pocketbook. Allow yourself to use a credit card. Allow yourself to do something. It doesn't even have to be $1 million. It could be a $5 item that just brings you so much joy. Allow yourself that enjoyment. You're not allowing yourself to have anything. You keep telling yourself, I'll do it later, or that's too much, or, I don't really need it. You really just talk yourself out of everything that's for you. Now, someone says, I need a pair of shoes. You would buy them a pair of shoes. You wouldn't even hesitate about it. So think more about Jenny and not about so many other people. It's best to have your focus on yourself right now because that's what Spirit wants you to do. And they've actually been whispering in your ear. That's why you've been feeling that urge to do it a little bit more here recently. So Spirit's been whispering to you. So it's time to open up them ears and actually start doing what they're telling you to do. All right. Hannah. Hannah. I need your question. We were just asking about how long the list was. Now it's your turn. All right. Jenny S. Jenny SGS. Hi. Can I have your question, sweetheart? All right. I need Jenny SGS as well to get your question ready. Says yes. Oh my God. So funny. I love it. Thank you, Journey. You're welcome, Jenny. Hang in there, sweetheart. It's start focusing on you. I need your guys' questions. Come on, guys, or you're going to go to the back of the list. Joe Fizz, you are on the list. Just when you say hello, your name automatically gets added to the list. All right. All right. So, all right. How does Daryl feel about me? Well, I'm seeing the lack there of communication. When was your last communication with them? Because the energy feels weak. It doesn't feel like normal communication flow. So I see there's a tad bit of it's almost like a tad bit of avoidance, but that has more to do with them than it does with you. When was their last communication with you? Because it feels extremely weak. A month. Okay. That's what I thought. I knew that there was this break in communication that was pretty strong. Um, I do get that it's all about them currently, so that's why they separated their energy. We aren't communicating fluently. Well, their last communication was a month. There's none, and that's why I felt it was completely broken. Um, when it comes to communication, I do feel like it picks up. Um, Spirit is saying that communication definitely does pick up, but there's something about trust that's not there on your part when it comes to him. And I don't feel that you'll ever really truly trust him, is what I'm being told. So I can tell you right now that this is a relationship that's not going to work. Even when he comes back into the picture, it's a relationship that's not going to work. It's showing me here you're going to keep going through cold and hot places, like hot and cold game. You're going to keep playing it with them, and the energy is going to continue to keep being there that way. And every time it breaks your heart, even though you expect it and you have this in your mind and your heart that you know when he's about to do it, like you can feel when he's about to just go dead cold silence on you. It breaks your heart harder each time, and it's tying that knot that's entangling you with him tighter and tighter rather than unloosing and letting it go. You're getting more and more weaved into his web, meaning you're allowing him to control you in some way. There is new love out there for you, and I want you to let him go. I want you to tell him that you don't want to do this anymore. You don't want to play the hot and cold game. He can't be serious. He feels as though if he puts a title on it, he can't mess around, because that's what I see him doing. Right now, he's just hopping around, doing whatever it is he wants to do. I do see him seeing other girls right now. And I hate to break your heart in that way. That's not the intention. But if you allow yourself to stay separate from him until you get into the month of May, you're going to find yourself loving somebody else. And the letter T just popped up for me. So whoever it is, his name starts with a T. And I keep seeing olive complected skin. So if that helps you any. You know who's really good at that? Gifts of Faith. If you tune in tomorrow, she'll be able to tell you a little bit more. Maybe sun signs, maybe a full name, a birth date, something to that nature. She's really, really good about that. So she's good about that. Says thank you. You're welcome. No problem. You have a great night. Thank you. Said Asian. I'm not sure. I just see like an olive complected skin. So they could be a tan of some kind. Not necessarily Asian, but just, a tan skin. But thank you. Thank you for your question. I appreciate you. All right. Next person on my list is... Oh, there we go. I need Jenny GS, and then Aqua Yaz. Jenny GS and Aqua Yaz. Let's go ahead and see if anybody jumped the list. All right, no jumpers. All right, let's keep on going. Yuli, you're on the list, sweetheart. All right, guys, I'm going to keep on going. Orion. I need Orion and Margarita. Orion and Margarita. All right. Sierra. And then Little Batty. Or Little Beatty. Sierra and Little Beatty. All right, Sierra. Let's take a look here. So, side journey, I was wondering if my mom's health was going to keep getting worse. Will she be okay? And do I have anything to look forward to these next few weeks? So when it comes to your mom's health, I honestly feel like it's going to get a little bit worse. And then it kind of bottoms out, and then it starts to climb up a little bit. So it is going to get a little bit worse before it gets better, but it is going to get better. That's the good thing, is that it is going to get better. So the energy is definitely changing around her. Unfortunately, she's got to fall a little bit more so she can pick herself back up. Something to do with that is really going to make all the difference. And she does get better, She won't be 100%. I don't think she'll ever be 100%. But I do feel like it's a little bit worse before it gets better. But I don't feel like you have anything really. I mean, of course, you're going to worry, but it's not going to be something that, controls you. Just know that she's going to get better. And you have to keep up your energy and keep it at a positive thought and be able to move it forward, because that makes all the difference. Makes all the difference. Said I've been having visions with her and it's been worrying me. That's because she's on your mind, and that's usually how people heal that way, or send in mindful thoughts. That's why I said your thoughts need to be positive. Don't put negative ones in there, positive thoughts. Allow her to see that she's connecting you on a different level. So send those positive thoughts. They're most needed. Most needed. You also said, and do you have anything to look forward these next few weeks? Your mom getting better. Your mom getting better. I see a little bit of money. I'm seeing, someone you haven't talked to in a long time reaching out and communicating with you in a good way, not a bad way. Basically, just to talk and listen to what's going on with you and them talking about positive things. So it's a very positive conversation, unlike where most people that have been talking to you have been talking to you about negative things. That's not something that you need. You've got a lot of negative things going on around you at the current moment. It's not the last thing you need is listening to other people whine or complain or talk about negativity all the time to you, because that seems to be happening a lot. So don't allow that to get to you. Don't allow yourself to be around these negative people. It is not going to do you any good to be around these negative people. Okay? All right. Well, thank you so much, Sierra. Hang in there, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Said absolutely. I'm trying. Thank you so much. This means a lot. You are welcome, sweetheart. All right, Margarita, we're going to take your question right after this commercial break. We'll be right back after these messages. And we are back. And Margarita brought up her question, and then little Beatty is next. All right, so let's get to Margarita's question. It says, is there any chance coming our way soon? Maybe career, any changes coming our way soon? Maybe career, employment-wise, or living situation? I think there is a major lag in comments. I'm starting to wonder that myself. So when it comes down to it, and when you guys are when I'm looking at your career, I don't feel that the career part is changing just yet. That doesn't happen until we get to April. But the living situation, there is an opportunity coming for you. And because this opportunity is coming for you, I feel like you're going to find yourself in a better position. This actually helps you want to move forward in the career situation. So this opportunity for the living situation is definitely going to change due to the fact that your energy is changing. And I don't know, you get on some kind of, I feel like there's a helping hand that's going to get you a new place. That's what I'm seeing. It's like there is, the thing is that your energy's all over the map. I'm trying to read it little by little. Okay, so first let's calm your energy down. Like, I know that you're beating yourself up, and this is why your energy's a little bit broken. That's why I'm having a harder time reading you today. You must be feeling extra emotional today. Like your energy, like you're really thinking really hard on yourself. Try not to do that to yourself. I feel like you're beating yourself up enough. When it comes down to the living situation, I'm seeing a helping hand, someone that's gonna, maybe a program or something that's gonna help bring forth a house at a better cost for you. That right there creates better opportunity for a career for you. So that changes things for you. So a new opportunity comes your way to, kind of match the money in which you'll need in order to, support this household and do things like that. I keep seeing a mother figure around you, but it's showing mother figure, not mother. So there's somebody you look up to or someone that you talk to that seems like a mom, but she's not your mom. I see her being around you a little bit more. This is going to be encouraging for you. Take into consideration that they're taking the time to be around you. Enjoy that energy. And I think that's going to help bring up spirits a little bit for you. But Margarita, I really feel like you're going to be finding yourself in a way better position in these next few months. So it's time to prepare yourself, because these are things you've been preparing yourself for, but now we're getting to them. So get ready. Like I said, the house, as funny as this sounds, the housing stuff comes first, then career change. I see you are beating yourself up. Try not to do that to yourself. Try not to do that to yourself. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's doing more harm than it is good. So hang in there. Like I said, try to walk away from the negative thoughts. Whoever the mother figure is, because it's not showing it's your mother, it's a mother figure. Thank them, be happy for them. And the other opportunity was the housing situation. That becomes before the employment does. So get ready. Said a guy friend offered to help me and my kids get into our own place, but I don't want to take the offer because he has feelings for me and I honestly don't. That's honestly not what I saw. So you not taking that opportunity because he's got feelings, I understand that. And he would get dragged into it thinking that this was his way in. This helping hand comes from a completely different person. So it says the mother figure passed away 3 years ago. She's Oscar's mom. No, that's not the person in which it's talking about somebody who's alive today. That's someone like that. But thank you, Margarita. Remember, thank the person that's around, hanging around like a mother. That's what I'm going to tell you, if that helps you any. All right. Little Beatty. Let's go ahead and see what your question says. What stops the guy I'm dating from opening up to me? And will he? It's like he thinks I'll be judgmental towards him, but I love him and I wouldn't judge his past. But that's not how he feels. I don't feel that he feels that. It's not a judgment thing. This is more along the ways that he hides from love or true feelings because he's been hurt in the past. So he keeps you at a distance because the last time he let somebody in like that and had these types of feelings for somebody, he got really hurt. And it kind of destroyed him. So the energy that I see circling it is that this is more based on fear than anything else. And that your energy, when it comes down to it, is changing. His energy's changing. I do feel like he will open up to you, but it is going to take a couple more weeks, at least 3, before he starts to open up. Communication's a little off. I'm seeing the communication's off a little bit. I'm seeing that, you're feeling like he's like there's a pull away. I don't feel like he's pulling away. He's just putting a little distance, a little hot and cold energy in there just to kind of like basically help himself not express his feelings at the time. That's what I'm seeing. It says, I told him, though I'm not your past relationships, don't put that on me. Yeah, but it's not that he's putting that on you. This is something that he's gone through in the past. And this is something that you can walk him through, but when you do, you have to do it in a different way. You can't say, well, don't put the past on me, it's not me. You can't say things like that to him. You need to say, well, let's walk through this. Why are you pulling away? You have no reason to pull away. Well, if you feel a certain way because of things that have happened before, you got to find a softer way to say it. That's what I'm seeing. He needs a kinder hand is what it's showing me here. And just kind of walk with him slowly because I do feel like you're going to get what you want out of this relationship. Because I don't see him ever really disconnecting completely. It's just fear in the relationship is what's happening. It says, will he move here like he said he was? Yeah, because you guys I got that you guys are coming together. That's what I saw. So I definitely feel like, yeah, he will move there. It is going to take some more time, though. I do feel like the energy is a little off right now, and that's only because he's a little bit scared of how he feels, but I do feel like it's a little bit at a time. Like I said, he needs a kinder hand right now, kind of like you're babying him in a way, just to kind of make him open up a little bit. That's the kind of things that he needs to kind of be triggered so he can open up and stay open. And then, of course, you don't have to baby him all the time. Just right now is the time that you need to. Then once that door opens, you won't have to worry about doing that again. But it's just showing me here he needs a kinder hand at the current moment because his ex always questioned him. His ex always accused him of things. His ex always argued with him. He just feels like he's been beat down and he's never recovered from it. It says, when do you see him moving here? Because he wants to live together. Well, I felt more along the summer going into June, so it's not too far away from you guys being under the same roof. So yeah, we're not far from that, but he needs to open up to you a little bit more before he goes moving down there and, being in your household and not being completely open. It says, I'm scared too, but I wouldn't do anything for him, and I would do anything for him and learn to be patient with him. Yeah, I got the patience part. You had the patience. That's why I said baby him a little bit. Won't be something that you always have to do. It's just something that he needs at the current moment to kind of, feel a little bit more masculine, a little bit more manly. Even though you're babying him, he gets that, oh yeah, I'm the man type thing, and feels a little bit more comfortable, opens up a little bit, and that really brings it home. It brings that, you're giving him something that he didn't get before. And it just makes him feel so much better. And I know that's just a simple little thing, but that's all he needed. Thanks, little Beatty. I appreciate your question. All right, Joe Fizz and Elena. Joe Fizz and Elena. Joe Fizz and Elena. All right. All right, Joe Fizz. I was wondering if you could look at my spirit slash energy. Could you tell me what I need to do to progress spiritually? Looking at your energy and the things that you got going on, it already feels like you've been pretty much on a fast track of spiritual growth. The one thing I keep seeing here is trusting your instincts. You still seem to be having a hard time trusting everything that you're feeling, you're seeing, even hearing at times. It's this, and you'll say this, but yet you'll do the opposite of that and then realize, damn it, I was right the first time. So stop second guessing yourself. That's one of the biggest things that I see that you're doing. For the most part, you're getting the answers correct. The energy is coming through correct. It's you. It's like, am I right? Am I sure I'm right? Because you're technically, in a way, you're a perfectionist and you like to be right, but then you question everything until you figure out what is right. But when it comes to this type of an ability or this spiritual growth, you second guess yourself, and then then you go through it and you're like, oh crap, I should have did it the other way because I was right the first time. But so your progress that you need spiritually is trusting yourself. Try using it in different ways. Your spiritual energy, try to do it in different ways. Like, know what you do best with it. Know what you do good with your energy, and then try to focus it to do it just a little bit more, or push it a little bit further. It says, I dropped second guessing a long time ago. It is a problem that many new practitioners struggle with. I haven't had a bad reading in a few years. Though everything else was accurate. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Oh. Well, good luck. Let's keep on going, guys. I need Elena G. That's fine, Joe. You're welcome. Elena G. Where is Beauty 24/7? Need Beauty 24/7. Beauty 24/7. Oh, the ball in the background is the moon. It's actually a moon thing that I got at the at the store, and I thought it was so cool. So I got it. Thanks, Yuli. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. Says, can I get a love message, please? Like, is it on its way, or do I know him already? Any insight slash description? Um, so when it comes to love and things to that nature, I don't feel that this year is the year that you're going to. To me, it doesn't find the one that you're going to marry. I do see love coming, but it's not the long term. Um, it is a love that you need to experience. To me, the energy is certainly a certain way, and so somebody is definitely coming into the picture. We're looking at somebody in the next 2 weeks. Looks around like the next 2 weeks, the beginning of April. So someone is walking in. Now, this is not the long haul, I'm going to marry you. This looks like someone that you kind of spend the next 8, 9 months with. I feel like you have a great experience. I see you separate. It seems more like to me, it seems like it's a mutual separation. So this isn't like they're cheating on you, or you guys aren't fighting with one another. I just feel like you guys kind of grew more apart and felt more like friends than lovers. So that's kind of how I see that one going. It's an unusual situation, but that's how that one goes. And I feel like you guys still, you stay friends. You're not best friends, but you stay friends. And I don't see an issue there. Actual love for someone that you could marry is in the following year. So in 2022 is when I see you finding your one and only true love. But that seems to be where I see that coming for you. Whoever this person is that's in your life, or because it doesn't feel like it's 2 weeks. So I'm not sure if they're already in your life or if they're new, because it's not showing me that. I want to say that they're already in your life currently. And the reason I say that is because I'm not seeing a newness. And usually if it's a new person, I see a new energy. And so that seems to be what I get there. So that's basically what I'm seeing on that. So get ready for this person that you're going to love. It's going to last a few months. Go into the new year, you're going to find yourself a person that you're going to be with forever. So the person currently will be someone that you become friends with. And there'll always be that friendship, but it won't be a forever love in the way of romantic love. It'll be a friendly love, but it won't be. Says, okay, now I know. Right. So the thing is that, this is something that, is going to last a little while, but it's not going to be something that, this one's not going to be forever, but you still get a good friendship out of it. And that's the best part. It doesn't end in tragedy. All right. Thank you, sweetheart. Is there any chance for it to be a forever type? Currently, I don't see that. You can change that with time, but as of right now, I don't see that. So maybe some time can pass and we can go from there. But yeah, I don't feel like that's the problem. I don't feel like, honestly, just don't feel like that's going to be what happens, because love is from a different, complete person. Like I said, the person that you are around, you'll still have a love for them, but it'll be a friend love. It won't be love. So thank you. I appreciate it. All right, so the next person in line was Don Marie and then Julius. Don Marie and Julius, you are next. All right, well, there's Julius's question, so I'll go ahead and take Julius's question. All right. What is going on with D and K's relationship right now? She is a Virgo lady. Are there any chances for me to enter into her life? I'm a Cancer. Okay. Ugh. Okay. This is not a nice reading. I feel as though you're going to get hurt. I feel like you're going to get hurt. I know that K energy or I don't know what letters whose, but the lady, she will hurt your feelings because she's not going to let this other person go. And that's the problem. There'll be a moment in time where they let each other split, but then he'll want her back. She will go. And it will hurt you. I can't tell you you can't and that you won't have your opportunity, because you will. You'll have your opportunity. But the problem is, at the end of the day, the minute he says, come on back, she's going to run right over there. And you're the one that's going to get hurt. You're the one that's going to get hurt. So I can tell you about that. I can't stop you from making this decision. My suggestion is to walk with caution and make sure she's completely over him. I do not feel that she will be. And I feel as though it's your feelings that get hurt. And then on top of it, because of getting hurt and the way that you will, the friendship won't be there either. And it saddens me to tell you that. It says, ouch, that's sad. Yeah. I just feel as though that you would be making a mistake. So if you want to keep her in your life, I would suggest being her friend and staying her friend. And okay, yeah, she's gonna... I was looking at the energy, and I feel like this breakup happens a couple times. Like, there's that, and then she backs off, and then she's back, and then she backs off. And I see that a couple times. While she's teeter-tottering like that, don't get into that. Don't get into that relationship. Eventually, she does break it off with them completely. But that's going to be a long time from now, and I'm pretty sure you're not going to want to wait. It's like 2 years of this back and forth between the two of them. I just want you to know, because if you get involved while she's teeter-tottering, you're the one that's going to get hurt. And I don't want to see you hurt. It says maybe someday I will be friend to her, but not this time because people are not allowed to go outside. Well, yeah. But I just want you to know you're not going to have that opportunity right now. I don't want you to get hurt. So give the opportunity to be a friend when the time is right. But as for a relationship, I the only thing I see is you getting hurt. And it's very painful. I could feel it like deep in me. It's really painful. But thank you so much for your question tonight. And I'm sorry, I wish I had a different answer. Okay. Yuli, go ahead and throw me your question. Yuli, you are my last question of the evening, guys. Yuli, throw me your question. Ah, there's Yuli. And Julia said, thank you very much to your advice, Sir Ryan. You take care always. You do the same. I want you to be safe and happy. All right. It says, I would like to know if the connection I have with Manuel Torres is a spiritual connection. Taking a look at the situation, I'm going to say yes on the spiritual connection. I feel a path is crossed before, even for a brief moment. It doesn't feel like there was a long connection between the two of you prior. But yes, there definitely is a spiritual connection. And so that's connecting you to the energy today. When was your last communication with him? The energy on communication seems weak. When was your last communication with him? Are you guys not talking as much or something? Something's not right with the communication. The connection's off. It's not the way it normally would be. What's different about the connection? Because from what I'm gathering, the energy's weak around it. It does pick back up, but it's not. Okay, she says last night and today, but is the communication not what it used to be? Because it's feeling like it's not. She says, yes, today not. I'm assuming that's not the way it once was, but the energy's a little off. But yeah, you guys have a spiritual connection between the two of you. She says, because I told him my feelings towards him and he did not speak to me again. Oh. Yeah, but his feelings, I know you told him your feelings, but the reason for him not speaking to you is a lot of those feelings that you're feeling, he's feeling them too. It made him even more nervous. But I was already feeling that the energy between the two of you was a little off. It was starting to get off, and that was because he was starting to get into his head. So that's what I'm seeing there. So it's not you 100%. You just happened to share something that he was already feeling, which made him freak out. His communication to you has not gone forever. At least for a week. It's going to take at least a week. That's what I'm seeing here. It takes a week. You guys are going to communicate. We're going to get back into the side of things, and then we're going to go from there. So that's what I'm seeing. So you won't be out of touch with him for too long. She says, yes, it's true. But the thing is like, it's only because he was getting into his feelings. You just so happened to bring your feelings forward because you felt that little bit of a tug back. So you wanted to bring something forward so he knew how you felt. And it was something he was already feeling. That's why he was pulling back a little bit, because he was nervous about bringing it forward. Says, oh, okay, thank you. She says, this is true, and you are awesome. You are welcome, sweetheart. Anytime, you hang in there, and you have a beautiful evening. I want to say thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Tomorrow night, we're going to be here with Gifts of Faith. Wednesday, we'll be here with Trinity Black. On Thursday, we'll be here with me doing dream interpretations. This Friday, we'll be here with Aquarius Roberts. And from everyone here at My Psychic Connection, we want to say thank you so much for joining us, and tune in tomorrow night. And until then, this is Journey Ryan. Have a great night, everybody.